This video is sponsored by the Esker Wallet. This is a very slim wallet that can surprisingly hold a lot of cards. And it feels really nice, honestly. It has like a smooth leathery feel to it. They have different designs for their wallet, but I decided to go with the more traditional one, and this one is pretty cool. It could hold a lot of cards because this is detachable, and you can put cards in the front and back of it. Compare this to my old wallet. Look how much bulkier it is. Like, this is crazy. This is garbage. Oh, this next thing I'm about to mention is huge because, let's be honest, you have lost your wallet at one point or another. It comes with a solar-powered tracker that you could put in your wallet and it will connect to your smartphone. You will never lose your wallet ever again. You can even use the tracker to find your phone, so you're not going to lose that again either. The Esker Wallet is currently selling their wallets for 15% off, so I would check it out. Like I said, they have wallets that look more like traditional ones, but they have different design ones, so I'm sure you'll find one that you like. If you're interested in buying one, I'll have a link to the website in the description. I was not expecting this update to be as big as it was, but this might be a very interesting change to the game's meta, and I'm excited for it. In this video, I will be discussing some of the changes I think are major in Smash Ultimate's 11.0 update. I will not be going over everything in the patch notes, but if you're interested to see all the characters who got buffed and nerfed, I will have a link to the notes in the description. Also, if you enjoy my content and are not yet subscribed, please do so and ring the bell. It really does help me out a lot. Alright, now let's get into it. I'm going to start off with the buffs, and the first character I'm going to mention received a shadow buff. Basically, they got a significant change, and for one reason or another, this was not mentioned in the patch notes. So this might have been a mistake on the dev team's part, or they just forgot to include them in the patch notes. The character I'm talking about is Wii Fit Trainer, and this seems like a pretty big buff. They reduced the landing lag on Wii Fit Trainer's side special by 5 frames, allowing them to do combos like this now. I feel like Wii Fit Trainer doesn't really get talked about that much, but with the buffs they received in the 8.0 plus this one, they are going to become a serious tournament threat in my opinion. Pichu now receives less damage when he does forward smash, forward air, forward throw, side special, and up special. They also gave his ears invulnerability at the beginning of his neutral air hitbox. The neutral air buff I think is really good, and it's going to help him trade in less situations in a lot of matchups. The damage reduction is nice, but aside from up special and side special, I feel like the moves they chose are attacks Pichu didn't really use that much to begin with, so it's not that big of a change. Overall, the character is definitely better, but at the moment, I don't really see him jumping up any spots on the tier list. Bilas down smash and down air do more knockback. Their down air also does more shield damage, making it better at breaking shields. Up special comes out 2 frames faster and does more knockback at higher percents. The tip of their side special does significantly more shield stun, and the aerial version ends 4 frames faster in the air. These look like really good buffs for Bilas, but I don't know, I think they're not as huge as they seem. Side special still looks like it's going to be a punishable attack on shield compared to their back air and forward air, which can kill, or down tilt, which can set up for a kill. The reduced end lag on side special in the air seems like a really good buff though. Up special is now tied for being their fastest out of shield option, which makes it more usable on stage, and it's also harder to edge guard. You now have to respect Bilas down air even more now because it's a lot easier to break shields with it. Again, I'm not that impressed with the changes Bilas received besides up special and I guess down air. It seems like they buffed moves in a way that still doesn't make them better than the alternative option. But I might be missing something, so if you play Bilas and want to point out something I didn't mention about the buffs, let me know in the comments below. DDD received multiple buffs to his side special. They reduced the end lag by 2 frames, made it easier to stick on walls, and he could throw Gordos that are hit back to him faster. This is a solid change for DDD. They took his strongest tool, which had some glaring weaknesses, and reduced those weaknesses to make it more usable. And last, but certainly not least, we have Captain Falcon and Gannon, who I think got the biggest buff this update. If they grab you with their up special, they have 27 less frames of end lag. This is huge. It makes it impossible or much more difficult to punish them after getting hit with their up special. This was one of their major weaknesses, and now it's much more manageable. I think this helps Falcon more than it does Gannon though, because it's easier to hit Gannon before he even uses his up special off stage thanks to his low airspeed. I don't know what it is about Falcon and the dev team, but they just keep buffing him. He's gotten buffs in 4 out of the last 5 patch updates. At the rate he's going with these buffs, he's going to be top tier if he's not already one. Alright, and that is it for the buffs. Now let's get to the nerfs. First up is Joker, who got 3 frames of end lag added to his AHA and 3 frames of end lag added to his down special if the counter is not activated. The nerfs aren't really noticeable in my opinion, and definitely don't change how strong of a character Joker is. Diddy Kong's down special got nerfed once again, this time killing any chances of him being able to do an infinite with it. Aside from all the variations of his infinite being removed, he plays exactly the same. Zero Suit Samus's up special and the landing lag on her neutral air both got 2 extra frames of end lag added. This makes her up special slightly worse for out of shield punishes, and is going to make her neutral air easier to punish on shield, as well as make some of her combos a bit more frame tight. But she doesn't suck. Min-Min's air dodge has more end lag, making her recovery slightly worse. You can't hold her forward smash charge for nearly as long anymore, making it harder for her to 2-frame the opponent with it fully charged. And finally, the laser on her forward smash has less knockback, but honestly, it doesn't seem noticeable. I was expecting Min-Min to get a bigger nerf given how hated she is in Japan. I think the air dodge nerf is bigger than the forward smash one since they're making her recovery worse, and her recovery is pretty exploitable, and from what I've seen, 2-framing with her is still pretty easy, and her forward smash still kills very early. Now we get to the characters who, in my opinion, got the biggest nerfs. Paula Tina has 2 extra frames of landing lag on her forward air, her dash attack has 3 extra frames of end lag, and her standing grab is roughly 3/4 the length it used to be. Like with Zero Suit Samus, the forward air and dash attack nerf aren't too bad. It makes follow-ups slightly more difficult and pressuring in certain spots a little bit harder, but the grab nerf is huge. I think overall she still has the best standing grab in the game, but she's honestly going to be a lot more susceptible to shield pressure without her previous grab range. This honestly could give Paula Tina more even or possibly losing matchups. Wario's up tilt hitbox is noticeably less active, and his 3rd level charge and fully charged waft have 3 extra frames on startup. This basically makes it extremely difficult or impossible to combo up tilt into waft and get super early kills. Fortunately, landing up air into waft should still work. It'll just be more difficult to pull off. The up tilt change also gives Wario's juggling and combo game a pretty noticeable nerf because up tilt being so active made it extremely difficult for the opponent to land on top of Wario, and he just had more combo capabilities with it. While this nerf looks really bad on the surface, I think this is just going to turn Wario into a more precise character. You're going to have to know your combos a lot better and be more frame tight with them. And that is it for this video. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the 11.0 patch update and what you think about Pyra and Mythra. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and again, if you like the content on my channel and are not yet subscribed, please do that and ring the bell. It helps me out a lot more than you think. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.